from Palmore Institute, and we're continuing with our essential level reading class from week 1, and this is the story called Daring to Breakdance. Okay. This video, we're going to be covering the second half of the reading, paragraphs 3, 4, and 5. So, halfway finished. If you got this far, you're doing great. I know the English, especially by video, might be a challenge. Don't give up. Stick with it. You're going to get better. Okay, let's start taking a look at some of the questions. So, looking at paragraph 3 this time. First question is, how old was John when he started breakdancing? Just like before, pause the video, search for the answer, and once you found it, come on back. Okay, so I assume you found the answer. You'll see it's right there in line number 1. He was 13 years old. He's, one skill I can tell you that you'll need in reading English is the ability to look at a text and find numbers and information quickly. Now, be careful because sometimes they will write the number for 13, but other times, like here in line 1, they'll spell it out. But it's still a good skill to have to be able to search for numbers and some other information quickly. Okay, hey, let's move on to the next question. Next question, also paragraph 3, again, I'm not giving a hint about the line number this time, so we'll have to just search for it. But the question is, how did John become interested in breakdancing? Okay, pause the video. When you're ready, switch it back on. Okay, so the answer to this question, how did John become interested in breakdancing? You'll find that in line number 2, and it says that he saw some people breakdancing, and he really liked it. Let's move on to the next question. Still in paragraph 3, still no hint about lines. The question is this. So John says that he was afraid to try breakdancing. So what does afraid to mean? Think about that answer, and I'll give you my idea later. Okay, so what I decided to say about the meaning of being afraid to is that it means that something for you is scary and you don't want to do it. We take a look at this slide. We got a question for you. What are you afraid to do? Now, some things that people are often afraid to do, they might be afraid to go into or stay in a haunted house, like in the middle of the slide, or on the right side, some people might be afraid to try bungee jumping. Some people are going to be afraid to study English, but if you've made it this far, I hope you're not afraid. You can do it. All right, moving ahead. Next question. Still paragraph 3. So it's the same sentence there, being afraid to, and it says, why was John afraid to try breakdancing? Okay. Pause the video. Come back when you're ready to check your answer. Okay, so it says, why was John afraid to try breakdancing? He was afraid because he is hearing impaired. Okay. We talked about hearing impaired in the first video, but again, it just means that you have difficulty hearing. You can't hear as well as most people can. Okay. That must be a real challenge for John when he tries breakdancing, listening to the music if you have trouble hearing it. So he was a little scared to try breakdancing at first, and that's what that's all about, I think. Also, this sentence gives some information about the title. If you go back up and look at the title is Daring to Breakdance. Now, the word daring means to do something, even though it might be scary or it might be difficult. You could dare to go bungee jumping, dare to go in a haunted house, or dare to study English. So for John's case, he is doing something that's challenging for him, dancing, but he can't hear the music well. That's why the title is Daring to Breakdance. All right, next question. We're moving ahead now. This is now paragraph 4. And the first question we need to look at is this one. Question is, who taught John to breakdance? You know the drill. Pause the video. Come back when you're ready. All right, answer. Who taught John to breakdance? Out of lines 1 and 2, the answer is this: no one. He taught himself. He taught himself by watching breakdancing videos. He's lucky that he's got the videos. Long time ago, when people wanted to learn breakdancing and they didn't know someone who could teach them, they would get a book, and it's pretty hard to learn dance steps from a book. Trust me on this. Okay, next question. Still in paragraph 4. Okay, this in paragraph 4, John says, he says, in the beginning, I always danced alone. This is the third line of that paragraph. And the question is, why? Why did he always dance alone in the beginning? Okay, pause the video. Come back when you're ready. Answer here. The answer says, because he was shy. Now, if you take a look at that line in line 3, it says John was shy. So, in the beginning, he always danced alone. So, sometimes you'll look for some keywords to help you find ideas and information for questions. So John was shy. So, in the beginning, he always danced alone. The word so is explaining the reason why he always danced alone. He was shy. Okay, next question. See. Okay, still in paragraph 4, this question asks, does John still dance alone? Okay. Come back when you're ready. All right. Answer. No, he does not. It says in high school, some of his friends got interested in breakdancing and they practiced together. This is lines 3 through 5 of that paragraph. So, yep, he started alone. His friends joined him, and it sounds like he doesn't do it alone anymore. Okay. Paragraph 5, last paragraph. We're almost there. So where does John breakdance now? Pause the video. Come back when you have the answer. Okay, here's what it says. This is from lines 1 and 2. It says, he is part of a breakdance group in his university, and he breakdances at parties. So I guess he's in some kind of breakdancing club or group in his university, and also he dances at parties. So there's 2 answers here, in his group and at parties. Next question. See, well, this one comes from both paragraphs 4 and 5. So let's see what we got. Question is, how has John's personality changed? How has John's personality changed? Pause the video. Look both in paragraphs 4 and 5. See if you can find your answer. Okay. So line 3 of paragraph 5, it says, he is not shy anymore. It says he's not shy now. Okay. In paragraph 4, it said he was shy. Paragraph 5, now in the last line, it says he's not shy now. So his personality has changed. Was shy, now he's not. And let's see. Oh, one more question, it looks like. What does to show what he can do? So, yeah, again, in line 3, you'll find the sentence that says, He is not shy anymore. He likes to show what he can do. So, question is, what does to show what he can do mean? Pause the video, think about it. I'll give you my answer in a moment. Okay. So showing what you can do, I think, is you have some skill. There's something that you can do and you're pretty good. So you want other people to see it. You want other people to know. And when you do it and they see it, you are showing them what you can do. So speaking of showing what you can do, now it's time for you to show me what you can do. That means a little bit of homework. Okay. The homework for this week, I'm going to ask you to take a look in your book. There are questions that begin on page 3 and they go to page 9. So answer the questions from page 3 to 9. Now, on page 9, you'll see that there is the second half is called critical thinking. It's a discussion exercise. It's great to talk about. But since it's more of a speaking exercise, that's not part of the homework, only the top part, the summarizing part. If you want to do the critical thinking part, a little extra homework. If you want to write some answers, no problem. Okay. With the homework, what we'll do, you can either email it to me and I'll check it and get back to you, or wait until our classes open up again and we'll check all the homework as soon as we open up. So we'll get that done like that. Anyway, we've made it. That is it. You have made it to the end of the first week. Congratulations. You did it. I think I only used English this whole time. So congratulations. That's the end of Unit 1. Next week, Chapter 2. Thank you very much.